much, Mr Speaker, and can I thank the Leader of the House for announcing the business for next week. And can I also congratulate the Youth Parliament for the proceedings last week. And isn't it strange, we invite them into this House to have a debate, and then we send them away and tell them you can't participate in our democracy until you're 18. Isn't there an irony in that? It's only been a couple of weeks since the last business questions, but I suppose 2 weeks in politics must seem like an eternity for this government. And in that time, they've managed to lose 2 members of the Cabinet, and the Brexit civil war now raging would actually put their Roundheads and Cavaliers to shame. But fear not. The Environment Secretary has apparently been auditioning for the role of Chancellor at Cabinet meetings by, according to his colleagues, using lots of economic-y words. So all is not lost. Mr Speaker, I wrote to you this week stating, in my view, that this government is in contempt of this House for not forwarding the Brexit analysis papers as instructed by a binding motion of this House. Now, it's entirely up to you, Mr Speaker, how you respond to this. But yesterday I noted that you said, in response to a point of order, that the government has a 3-week period starting from the Minister's statement last week to comply with the instructions of this House. I have to say to you, Mr Speaker, I think you've been characteristically generous to the government in allowing them this 3 weeks, because that motion had no time limit attached to it. So I'm asking the Leader of the House today, will we see these papers next week? Will we see them in full, without any redaction, without any qualification, and will they be supplied to the Brexit Committee as instructed by this House? And lastly, Mr Speaker, it's a budget next week, and I think we're all very much looking forward to it. And yesterday, the Prime Minister, it seems like the SNP has been successful in ensuring that Scottish police and fire services will be exempt from VAT. A single Scottish police force is something that all parties in Scotland have supported over the years, and I'm sure she'll want to welcome this and thank all the other parties of this House for getting behind the SNP in this campaign.